When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard accordingly, and take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Nothing happens to any man that he is not formed by nature to bear. That which is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bees. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Nothing has such power to broaden the mind as the ability to investigate systematically and truly all that comes under thy observation in life. A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? Each day provides its own gifts. Time is a sort of river of passing events, and strong is its current. No sooner is a thing brought to sight than it is swept by and another takes its place, and this too will be swept away. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul.
The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future, too. Everything that happens as it should, and if you observe carefully, you will find this to be so. Do every act of your life as if it were your last. Begin. To begin is half the work. Let half still remain. Again begin this, and thou wilt have finished. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Here is the rule to remember in the future. When anything tempts you to be bitter, not, "This is a misfortune," but, "To bear this worthily is good fortune." The universe is transformation. Life is opinion.
I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinions of himself than on the opinions of others. Poverty is the mother of crime. Such as are your habitual thoughts, such also will be the character of your mind, for the soul is dyed by the thoughts. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. We ought to do good to others as simply as a horse runs, or a bee makes honey, or a vine bears grapes season after season without thinking of the grapes it has borne. To the wise, life is a problem; to the fool, a solution. Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom thyself to consider that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change the things which are, and to make new things like them. Natural ability without education has more often raised a man to glory and virtue than education without natural ability. Adapt yourself to the things among which your lot has been cast, and love sincerely the fellow creatures with whom destiny has ordained that you shall live. Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up, if thou wilt ever dig. Because a thing seems difficult for you, do not think it impossible for anyone to accomplish. Where a man can live, he can also live well. Death is a release from the impressions of the senses, and from desires that make us their puppets, and from the vagaries of the mind, and from the hard service of the flesh.